Echoes of Ash, Part 7, The Rust.
Echoes of Ash, the Rust. The surface is a graveyard, but the underground is a purgatory of iron and rust. Marina and Elena descended deeper into the subterranean veins of the old world, the rusted metal rungs of the ladder groaning under their weight. Little Mira was bound tightly to Marina's chest, a fragile heartbeat descending into the suffocating dark. They had survived the ash, but the tunnels offered no true sanctuary. This was the domain of the Rust Resistance, a sprawling, claustrophobic network of forgotten transit lines. Down here, the air was thick with the smell of damp earth, dried blood, and desperation. They huddled around a flickering heat coil, their hands trembling as they finally thawed the wasteland's bitter chill from their bones. It was here that they received their first true measure of help. An old field medic knelt beside them in the shadows, gently and carefully wrapping Marina's battered arm in ragged bandages, offering brief, silent relief from the trauma. With her wounds treated, their exhausted bodies completely surrendered. Gathered together under the quiet hum of a single hanging bulb, Marina, Elena, and little Mira fell into a deep, restorative sleep. It was a heavy, motionless rest, a profound sanctuary shielding them, if only for a moment, from the horrors above. But as they slept peacefully in the dark, the medic sat alone in the shadows, his face twisted in quiet, agonizing torment. He knew the brutal reality of their iron tomb. The resistance was starving. They simply did not have the resources to feed and shelter desperate women and a young child. The thought of casting them out into the black was tearing his conscience apart. In the makeshift armory, the aging supply sergeant tallied their dwindling rations on a worn abacus. He was the one who had to make the ruthless calculations for the camp's survival. When the women finally woke, he delivered the heavy truth. They could not stay. Gathered under a flickering work light, the supply sergeant laid out an ancient, weathered map. He pointed a rough finger toward the blacked-out sectors, charting a dangerous path through the deep underground tunnels to reach another hidden society. It was a lifeline, but a perilous one. Just before they departed, the tormented medic stepped forward. He reached out and pressed a heavy, intricately carved metal medallion into Elena's hand. It was a boon, a solemn promise of one mandatory favor of help for the bearer. They did not yet know what it meant, but it was his final, desperate way to protect them. As Marina and Elena turned and walked away into the cavernous, pitch-black throat of the tunnel, the medic was left sitting alone on a crate. His eyes were hollow, completely consumed by the crushing guilt of what they had to do. They had escaped the light. Now they had to survive the dark.